Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football. I hope all of you are doing well as we get into video number 1 of 2. There is 2 videos today. Later on, I will be dropping the preview for Chelsea's Club World Cup semi-final against Thiago Silva's Fluminense. That will be out later tonight, alongside any other news if it does drop. So I'll see what happens. You'll be getting 2 videos today. This is the first. So make sure you guys are here. Subscribe, notification bell on. Tomorrow is the watch-along for that game. There might be a news video first thing in the day to see if there is anything that's happened. And if not, then anyway, watch along during the game. And then after that, the match review. So make sure you guys are here. We're jam-packed. We've also got the watch along for PSG Real Madrid on Wednesday. So make sure you guys are here. Loads to go through. But talking about loads to go through, let's start off with some giggles. Yeah. As you can see in the title, Tottenham have decided to do something pretty crazy. Yeah, pretty crazy. Right? I mean, not even I expected this from Tottenham. I know Tottenham are Tottenham and the history of the Tottenham and whatnot, but even I didn't think they would go this far. What have they done? Well, let's get right into it. But I'm going to just tell you now, put your seatbelts on, strap yourselves in. If you're not a Tottenham fan, get ready to go a bit crazy. And if you are a Tottenham fan, get ready to probably bury your head into the ground. Because this has happened. Let's get into it. About Kudus. Tottenham's bid for Mohamed Kudus included add-ons that only kicks in if they win the Champions League or Premier League. The Hammers have told Spurs to come back with a more realistic... I can't even finish it. Oh my God. Hang on. Let's compose ourselves here, yeah? You lot have taken the cake today. Tottenham, I didn't think you were funny. Yeah, respect. You're actually hilarious. You should do stand-up comedy. Let's try and resume this with some sort of professionalism. The Hammers have told Spurs to come back with a more realistic proposal, which guarantees them at least 60 million. And Tottenham have gone, like in a serious face, they've gone, we would like to include an add-on. Should we win the Premier League or the Champions League? We would want to do that. And the Hammers have gone... Take a look at this guy. Are you winding me up? Listen, geez. Listen, mate. How about you go and take a day off, yeah? Come back when you've had less to drink or less to smoke and we can keep talking when you come with something a bit more realistic, yeah? How about you go and jog on, have a nice evening and come back tomorrow? And Tottenham have gone, what have I said that's unrealistic? And everyone's going, are you serious? Really? Tottenham. This has got to be a joke. This has got to be a wind-up. It's actually got to be a wind-up. They're surely not. Surely Tottenham haven't tried to pull that card. I mean, listen, I want to be as honest and as realistic as possible, yeah? But, look, winning the Europa League was shocking enough. You can't possibly think about including an add-on for a Premier League or a Champions League. You can't. Surely not. Come on. I mean, April Fool's Day was a long time ago. Come on. You cannot expect any club to possibly risk that. Do you know what I mean? Even if you as Tottenham believe and go, no, we can win the Premier League. When was the last time Tottenham won the league? I have to check this. Hang on. I've got to check this. Because I don't even know. If we're going to go to Tottenham Honours, the first division. Come on, man. 1961. Do you know what I mean? It's been 64 years since you've last won the league. Champions League, you've never even come... Oh, well, no, you've lost the final. I'll give you that. You've lost the final. You've never won it. But you've lost the final. You and Arsenal are basically neck and neck on that one. So, you know, we can't relate. Just hang on. Where's the have I? Yeah, I've got it on set. There we are. It's there. We got 2 of those. Just saying. But you can't possibly, even if you do believe within your hearts of hearts that you can win it, you can't expect any Premier League club to accept that and go, yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, we'll put that as an add-on. No problem. No one's going to accept that. So just don't. Just don't. I can't believe Tottenham tried to pull that card. Honestly. Anyway, what's more on the deal with Kudus? Well, where Chelsea get involved, the latest from ex-West Ham United employee is this. Latest on Kadus from ex-West Ham United employee, this is West Ham Central, saying Chelsea in contact, but no package the club wanted. Only Spurs have bid. The top source at West Ham said, Spurs bid £50 million. We hope other clubs will come in. West Ham expecting Spurs to come back with an improved offer in the next day or so. You see, this is where West Ham, obviously they want a bidding war, but West Ham are basically inviting. Chelsea have been in touch, we obviously know this, but we also do know that Chelsea wanted to offer players in the deal and West Ham are going, no, we just want cash. And this is where I think Chelsea have not really made any more moves. That's what I think's happened anyway, because we know Chelsea have been in touch with Kudus, but it's not gone anywhere. West Ham, look, there's one thing we've got to consider here, and I saw an opinion on this, and I forgot who said it, but there was Goonie who also mentioned it. He quoted it on X and said that we've got to remember who's doing the deal here. You've got Sullivan at West Ham and Daniel Levy at Tottenham. This isn't getting sorted tomorrow. That's just, it's true. It's true. You've got 2 loggerheads here that are just not going to budge until somehow they get their way. So this is not going to end tomorrow, I don't think. We'll see. So there is time for anyone else to get involved. Chelsea, though, I don't think we're going to move. I just don't think it's going to happen now. Straight cash to West Ham, I don't see it. I think we should go in for Kudus. If Rodrigo is that unrealistic, even though that's a possibility, but if it's look, I want Rodrigo, but we got to be real. It's a big package, it's a big demand, it's Rodrigo, it's a big salary. Kudus will be easier, but we need someone. So we'll see. We'll see what goes down. Let me know your thoughts on that one. Now let's move to Maignan. Allegri has spoken, his new manager. Here it is. AC Milan manager. Allegri also confirms Maignan Chelsea deal now completely off. I'm very happy he decided to stay. Mike remains the captain and is one of the best goalkeepers in Europe. I agree. Is one of the best goalkeepers in Europe, 100%. But to make it look like he's decided to stay is a fabrication, let's be honest. He had personal terms agreed with Chelsea. That was done. What are we doing? He was pushing for the move. We remember this. It's Chelsea that didn't want to pay up $3 million more to get the deal done. If not, he would be at Chelsea right now playing a semi-final. So it's got nothing to do with the player decided to stay. No, he didn't. He had to stay. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't understand how Chelsea didn't decide to put $3 million more on the table here. I don't know. Playing hardball over 20-25 million is crazy. If you're playing hardball over Gyökeres and 60, 70, 80 million, I can understand that, right? If we're playing hardball over letting Madueke go for a certain fee, I can understand that. But to try and not compromise over 3 million for Maignan is insane as far as I'm concerned. But look, I still reckon, because we're at the Club World Cup at the moment, when this competition finishes, let's see what happens. I still think we go in. AC Milan had a price. We know this. AC Milan had a price. Maignan was happy to move. So, realistically, the deal didn't go ahead because of us. Insanely, but because of us. The ball is still in our court. If Chelsea really want to, they can go and go, listen, here's your 25 mil. And it would happen. Especially without Club World Cup tax, as it was being deemed at the time, that, we need someone urgently for the competition. That's going to be gone. So, I've got, this is my gut feeling, yeah. I still think Chelsea go in. I think it's insane to just look and go, yeah, it's fine. We got Sanchez. We're going to let Petrovic go. We're not going to get anyone else in. We're good. I think that's mental. Personally, I think that's insane. So, surely Chelsea can't be that naive. We need a top goalkeeper. Maignan's there. Even if it meant, okay, we keep Sanchez and he's our number 2, fine. Fine. You know? But we need a goalkeeper. So, surely we go back in. Surely. Anyway, let's see. Time will tell. After the Club World Cup, I think a load of doors are going to open. And we'll know more clarity on a lot of things. So, let me know your thoughts on that one. Now, Nicholas Jackson. Interesting. Rahman Osman has said the following. Nicholas Jackson doesn't want to leave Chelsea this summer. He has taken on board all the criticism and competition. He sees it all as a call to improve. His aim is to put the last few games behind him and get back to his best form. As Maresca does. Okay. Look, I welcome that thought. Personally, I'll be honest, with Nico Jackson, it's like I don't feel anything anymore. I don't care. We've got Liam Delap in. We got João Pedro in. As far as I'm concerned, Nico Jackson is down the pecking order. So this is where, look, if he were to get sold, I think it would be best for all parties. If he wants to stay and try and fight for his place, fair enough. Because he's in a position now where he's not got a choice, but he has to. It's not like before, where we had no choice, but we just had to hope Nico performs because that's all we've got. Nah, now that's not the case, brother. Now it's a case you have to prove yourself. And for the last 2 seasons, it's not been enough. And in the latter stage of it, it's been flipping criminal in terms of his antics and what he pulled off, which is why I've cut off all emotion from him now. If he wants to fight then. But there's no certainties you're playing, mate. That's as far as I see it. Nico Jackson is in a position now where his back's against the wall. So if you're willing to fight it out, then cool. Be my guest. I welcome it. But you're going to have to prove yourself and show that you can. Because if you don't, even in the slightest, then you ain't playing. It's as simple as that. That's how I see it anyway. That's what I would do. João Pedro is here. Liam Delap are here. They've got a point to prove. It's a healthy competition. But as I've said before, and I'll stick to this, any sort of trust or faith in Nico Jackson, for me, is gone. It's gone. After what has happened, it's gone. Not on a personal level. I don't hate the person. This isn't like Lukaku. I'm talking on a football level. Strictly football here. I've got nothing to cling on to. You know, 2 seasons, hasn't proven completely, has shown some crazy antics, has cost the team in some situations that we didn't need. We can do better than this. Do you know what I mean? We can. So if someone comes in and he gets bought, I'm cool with it. If no one comes in and he stays, cool. But you got to prove yourself, mate. We got strikers now. So let me know your thoughts on that one. That's my stance. So I will wait to see what he's going to do and how is he going to fight. That's it. Now, away from Chelsea, before we wrap up, Luis Diaz, latest from Germany and also from Fabrizio, and they're conflicting, so here it is. Luis Diaz has reached a verbal agreement to join Bayern Munich, says Bild. Right? We then also have Fabrizio telling us Barcelona plans have not changed. The intention is to try and make new approach for Luis Diaz soon. Diaz keen on the move. He's the main target for Barca as winger. While Barcelona are aware of difficult negotiations ahead, club to club, after 2 approaches already rejected, which is why there was the link to Marcus Rashford. And I don't think Luis Diaz goes to Barcelona. Look, we got to be logical here, yeah? We got to be logical. With the unfortunate circumstance of Diogo Jota, and Diogo Jota, who passed away, is now not in this Liverpool team. So, look, if Jota was still here, you could argue that there would be a possibility to let Luis Diaz go and generate some funds because Liverpool have spent 150 odd million on Verts. I get that, to balance the books. But Jota's not here. They're not letting Luis Diaz go, surely. surely. Who have you got on the left then? Do you know what I mean? There's no one. Diaz has to stay. Unless they're going to pull something out of the bag here. But this is where I think, look, it's going to be more realistic for Marcus Rashford to go to Barcelona. And we'll see how that one transpires. But that's how I see it. And obviously that is part and play of what has happened. If not, I would have said, yeah, Luis Diaz could leave. But there's no way Liverpool leave themselves without Jota. That was out of their hands. And Luis Diaz, with what's happened, now for that to be in their hands and to let him go, that's crazy. So I don't see it happening. Personally, Rashford to Barca though, I can see that happening. And then maybe down the line, Barca go back in for Nico Williams. That's what I think the plan will be. But that's my opinion. What do you think? Let me know down below. And Theo Hernandez. It's happened. Theo Hernandez to Al Hilal. Here we go. Agreement now sealed after verbal pact made made 2 weeks ago. AC Milan will receive €25 million transfer fee as Theo will sign his contract in the upcoming days. New left back for Simone Inzaghi. Or Simone Inzaghi. It's done. Theo Hernandez has actually gone to Al Hilal. I think he saw what happened in the Club World Cup. He was like, oh, you know what? I might have some of that. It's a decent level and I get paid much more. So he's off to Al Hilal. Al Hilal are cooking. Al Hilal are actually cooking. In terms of Saudi and the players that they've got and the team they've acquired and what they're still wanting to do, they're actually cooking. We'll see what goes down. They're definitely going to win the Saudi league, I reckon, unless the others can do something mad. But Cristiano, you got to pull some strings, mate. Because if not, no one's stopping Al Hilal, it seems. So that's that. Theo Hernandez going to Al Hilal. Now, Callum Wilson at Newcastle, we have news on. This is an interesting one. He's a free agent. Callum Wilson has confirmed he will depart Newcastle after 5 seasons at the club. From scoring on his debut against West Ham in 2020 to wearing the iconic number 9 shirt, Callum has played a huge part in our success in recent years and we thank him for all his contributions. Good luck for the future, CW9. That's a very nice, well-written tribute to Callum Wilson with a big thank you to him. And he leaves for free. He's a free agent. He's up for grabs. Who needs a striker? Don't tell Man United. Yeah, don't tell Man United. But talking about Man United, I'm going to end on them. With Newcastle, though, they've got Isak, obviously. They're all right for the striker department. Callum Wilson, though, it's not a bad free transfer to get through the door. I know what some of you are thinking. I can tell. I can almost telepathically tell what some of you are thinking. I just know. Because he's 33, right? He's not young. He's not young. But I know some of you, the Chelsea lot, are probably going, how about as a third striker option? And you know what? That's not a bad third striker option. Because look, if Mark Gu goes on loan, right? Nico Jackson's Nico Jackson, but look, there's competition here. João Pedro, Liam Delap. If down the line, if we were to sell Jackson, but we have, do you remember how we used to use Loic Remy? Callum Wilson? I would do it. I would actually do it. I don't think he's a free agent. I don't think his salary demands can be high. He's 33. You got to chill, brother. You know. But as a third option, I think that would work pretty well. You can rely on him in the Premier League in some certain situations, or in a cup game. You know, you can rest players. You get Callum, you're playing, mate. I think he'd be cool with that as well because he understands he's at the latter end of his career. I think he'd accept that. That's just my thought. I would do it. Personally, as a third option, yeah. But obviously, we got to see what happens with Jackson. If Jackson doesn't go, there's no chance. But I'm just saying, I would do it, personally. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Man United, though, what a club. Rasmus Højlund doesn't want to leave Man United this summer. His desire is to stay. The only possibility for sale is in case United decide to advance in talks and proceed with his exit. Inter, keen for weeks, but deal now in standby. Højlund, what are you doing? Go. Save your life. Save yourself. I mean, for us, it's great. I'm cool with this. For Chelsea or non-United fans, yeah, happy days. There's no threatening here whatsoever. But for him, mate, if Inter Milan have come in, you should bounce. Man United honestly, look, like I've said before, I thought they would be making moves by now. They've not budged. They finished 15th and they've not moved. It's mad. They're still, after how many weeks now, they've still not got Mbeumo through the door. And they're still trying to negotiate. What are you doing? Do you know what I mean? Pre-season's around the corner. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. United are not acting the way they need to act. That's just the truth. And I think everyone can see that, and everyone is having a little giggle. So that's that. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Later on, preview Fluminense versus Chelsea. Make sure you're here alongside any other news that we do get into the night. So make sure you guys are there. And I'll catch you then. Subscribe, notification bell. See you later. Take care and peace.